Hey guys, what is going on? It's Icon here. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit for this video. So, I was lucky enough to get a Titanfall beta key, and with that, I wanted to show you guys just the very basics of Titanfall. So, maybe how it's like Call of Duty, or how it's different, or how it's like other FPS games. So, I went ahead and I recorded, as soon as you start the beta, you had to go through this little tutorial. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to kind of tell you what's going on. So first of all, the most important thing, that first training module that you saw, you were just running and jumping. So you run the same way and you jump with A. Now this one, for wall running, you run and you hit A, and then once you hit a wall, you just hold down A and you hold the left stick like up against the wall. So with that, here you can run, and then you hold A, and then you can jump to the other wall and hold A, and then you can jump off. So with this one, again, you jump, you hold, and then while you're holding A, you can go ahead and you can mantle up above. So the running is amazing in this game. It's super cool. It gives you a really cool feeling while you're doing it, especially when you're in, you know, the heat of the battle at 60 frames per second. You can really see what's going on. So I kind of messed up right there. I started on the wrong wall. But so here you're just kind of putting everything that you learned together. You're running, you're jumping off of walls. And this is just the very first part of the tutorial, so this is really as simple as it gets. So again, you're just running, you're hitting A to jump, you're holding down A, and then you're jumping off a wall, so you can jump back and forth. So for an example, if you had a wall that was 200 meters long, you could run that entire 200 meters and just run back and forth between them, so it's pretty sweet. The next thing is you can double jump. So like you would, guess, like you would imagine, you just run. You hit A while you're in midair, you hit A again, and you go ahead and you double jump. So like right here, as you went up that wall, or as I went up that little hole in the ground, you just double jump. So you hit A and then you hit A again, and you just vertically, you go up to the second level. This one, I wasn't really sure what to do, to be honest. It just said to use everything that you learned to find the exit, but I didn't really have any idea where the exit was. It took me a second to figure out, so I'm kind of just like running along the roof here, and I noticed that it's blue up there. That probably has something to do with the exit. So then I run and jump, and I come over here, and then you just double jump, and I wall jumped, and then here's the exit. So you double jumped onto the wall, and this is kind of like the same thing. I'm running, I'm jumping. I almost messed that up. I actually almost messed that up, but I grasped on the wall and then I climbed up it. So it's pretty cool. The way that you move is very intuitive. I would probably say the second time that I did it, I learned exactly how to do it, and I've been doing it right ever since. Here is your cloaking ability. So in this one, you just hit left bumper, and if you saw on that screen before, there were 3 enemies. So you just turn invisible, you can run by those 3 enemies, and then you can run to the goal and go on to the next module. So that usually helps if you're if you eject from your Titan while you're in midair, you can kind of go invisible so that other Titans can't see you. You're kind of vulnerable, or you're not just showing up in midair. Here, just like Call of Duty for knifing, except for the animations are a little bit different. If you're behind the guy, you actually like snap their neck, so you twist their head real quick and snap their neck. If you're in front of them, you just give them this big boot to the chest. It's pretty sweet. You can also do that. You can do that with Titans, so you can like punch things out of midair. So that is pretty awesome. It's really sweet. Here we're gonna learn a little bit about the smart pistol. I think the smart pistol is kind of dumb. I don't really like it. It's kind of like a lock-on. So if you think of games like Red Dead Redemption, I don't know if you ever played that, but probably. But it kind of just locks on, and then you just pull the trigger, and it automatically shoots. So you won't miss your target. It's kind of cheap, I think. I don't think it's as good as some of the other ones, but like right here, you lock onto 4 people, you pull the trigger once, and it just fires 4 bullets, and it killed everybody. Then this tutorial right here, it just shows you that sometimes people might take more than 1 bullet, so it locks on 3 different times to the same person. You pull the trigger, and that's it. So again, this is all pretty easy, all pretty self-explanatory. Once you did it once, you would definitely know how to do it. Why? Same thing as Call of Duty. You can switch between your pistol and your primary weapon, and it's all the same way. Literally, you hold down the left trigger to aim down sight, hold down the right trigger to fire. I gotta tell you that every first-person shooter tries to get the gun mechanics right, and this is the first one since Call of Duty that the gun mechanics have felt really good. I enjoy the way that the gun fires, the recoil, the hit detection. I think it's all awesome. They did a great job with it. So you should be excited. Here you're just throwing grenades, so you throw grenades with the right bumper. And one thing that you will notice is there's not a lot of arc on them. So you throw them pretty fast and you throw them pretty straight. So you don't have to worry too much about arc or dropping them in a window or something like that. So after you do that, after you learn some things, it goes ahead and it puts you in these simulators. So here you're using the smart pistol again, and you'll see even while I'm running, it kind of locks on. I could see that maybe if you were like holding down the left trigger, it might make it a little bit less OP, but in the actual games, there's not too many people that use this smart pistol, so I guess it's not something to gripe about. Maybe I'm just splitting hairs here or just nitpicking, but it really is. It's cool. It's innovative. It's something that we haven't really seen before outside of like Red Dead Redemption or first-person shooters, something like that. Or not first-person shooters, third-person shooters like that. Here we're talking about our anti-tank weapons or anti-Titan weapons. So if you hit left on the D-pad, so if you hit Y, you switch between your pistol and your main gun. But if you hit left on the D-pad, then you bring out your anti-Titan weapon, and this one is the Sidewinder. I think it's the best one. There's another one that you start with. Again, the beta only goes up to level 14, so I imagine that we don't actually know everything in terms of anti-tank weapons and stuff like that, but this one is really good. It doesn't kill him super fast, but it definitely gets the job done, and you have a better chance of surviving if you use this one. So I would definitely recommend, if you're hopping into the beta, to use this one. I'm not really sure what comes next. Actually, I think we might go back to another module, but oh no, so here we're going to do a little bit of a Titan. So if you look up in the sky, you can actually see your Titan coming in. The game will let you know when your Titan's available. You earn them every 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe, and as you get kills, they come in a little bit more often. So to call them in, it'll tell you that you have a Titan ready. To call them in, you just hit down on the D-pad and it calls them in. Now we're just kind of shooting, so you just shoot with the right trigger. You're going to see it a little bit here. So right here is one of the cannons that shoots 4 bullets. It's decent. It's not my favorite. It's actually, of the 3 Titan layouts that you get in the beta, it's probably my least favorite, to be honest, but it's still pretty cool. And again, you can walk over top of people, you can punch people. I think that'll come up here in a minute, but right now we're just practicing with our guns. So you can see that these little grunts, the hit spread's actually pretty big, and I think that's just part of this little training. They give the grunts like 0. I mean, they don't really have that much health anyways, but in this it might be a little bit less. Alright, here we're going to talk about Titan Dash. So this is really important. So for this, Titans can't jump, so they can't actually jump in the air. So when you hit A, you dash left and right. So like right now, I'm holding to the right and I hit A and I like dash, or I shuffle to the right. Or like here I held back and I shuffled backwards, and then you can shuffle forwards as well. And if you look right beneath the reticle, you'll see 2, they're lighting up right now. You'll see 2 little blue bars, gray bars that are filling up. When those are full, that's your dash meter. So it tells you how many you have. So here, when I dash out of the way of these bullets, you'll see one of them go down. So I'm going forward, and then I'm going to dash to the left, and you saw them both go down because I used it twice. So here I'm going forward again. Now I'm going to dash to the left, and it went all the way down. So dashing is cool to do. I like to save them, so I will keep my dashes. I'll keep both of them until my my health gets low when I'm in a Titan battle, and when it gets low, I'll use them to escape the Titan battle. So it's really good. I've gotten on many kill streaks with my Titan, just because you have to play smart. Just because you're a huge Titan doesn't mean you can just go in and destroy things. So here we go. If you hold down left bumper, one of your ordnance things is a shield. So when they're shooting at you, so when other Titans are shooting at you, you can hold down left bumper, and then when you release it, everything that they were shooting at you, you catch and you throw it back at them. So it's pretty sweet. It's there's other things that you can get. Like you can get some fog. So if enemy pilots jump on your back, the fog will kill them, so it'll take them out. But I like to use that shield because I like to have a little bit of a defense. This hacking the console, you don't actually do this in the game. This is just part of This is just part of the actual simulator, just to show some things. But if you, the main thing that it's trying to show here is that if you hit down, so right now you'll see it's glowing in the bottom right hand corner. If you hit down, you can actually change your Titan from you being in it to like an AI mode. So right now it says Auto Titan, and it's just following you, or it's just kind of doing its own thing. So you can have it, you can be inside of it, you can have it follow you, and you can assign it to like a position. So if you're playing domination, you can go ahead, you can go to B-Dom, you can get out of it, and you can have it just control B-Dom. So that's kind of cool. Imagine if you had a bunch of people, maybe, you know, if you had a party of 5 and you all had Titans and you all put them on B-Dom. I mean, I would say that you probably wouldn't be losing B-Dom anytime soon. And then finally, this is the last module. It's just training. It just kind of puts everything together. If you hit right bumper, you'll notice that you have these missiles. So you can zoom in with your left trigger, just like a normal gun. You fire that normal gun with your right trigger, and then you also have missiles that you can hit with right bumper while you're in your Titan. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna upload a video, I think tomorrow, that shows me winning a lot of gun battles when I'm in a Titan. So you definitely want to pay attention to that, because I go on like a 10 or 15 kill streak in a Titan, and I really give you some good hints for how to use a Titan, how to win gun battles. And again, you can't just run in and be Rambo. You really have to play it smart, kind of like a chess match. You have to choose your battles. If you're about to die, don't just think, well, I'm about to die, he's about to die, let's just try to win. It's better off if you just use your dashes, you get out of the way, you get your health back up, and then you go back into battle and you get, you know, 3 or 4 more kills, and you do the same exact thing. So that's what I like to do. Again, if you have something else, so here I'm using the shield and I throw it back at him and he exploded, so that's pretty sweet. I love being able to do that. But again, if you have any other strategies that are different, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear, you know, what you guys like to do. Again, I could be missing something crucial, but this seems to be working out super well for me. So if I could lend some advice, that would be my advice. And then finally, the last part of this, they just throw in like 4 Titans, I think, and you have to kill all 4 Titans. You just use everything the same way. You can run with Titans the same way that you run with just your normal character. So here I'm zoomed in, I'm shooting with my chain gun, and then while I'm reloading right here, you'll see that I'm collecting things. So there's some bullets, there's some missiles. It's kind of cool when you catch a bunch of stuff and then throw it back. Right now it's showing you that my shield is low. So if you look at that blue bar on top, you'll see I have 5 like thicker blue bars, and then there's like 6 thinner blue bars. The thinner blue bars are actually your shield. So your health, which are the thicker blue bars, won't go down until those thinner ones are all the way down. So it's kind of like your shield in Halo. Your shield has to go all the way down first, and then your health goes down. And then you'll notice that while I'm killing these Titans, you'll see the tiny little bar. It's like a caution sign right now underneath it. That's your enemy's health bar. So it shows you yours, it shows you your shield and your health, and it shows your enemy's shield and your enemy's health. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot to learn for sure, but right now this is just telling you that if your shield goes down and your health starts to go down, your health won't go back up at all. So like right now my shield's all the way down. So if I start to die, my health isn't going to regenerate until now, which my shield just went back up. So if your shield goes all the way down and you're starting to lose health, that's when I like to dash away like this. So if I was in trouble, I would dash away, I would sprint away, I would reload. I would try to go like towards my teammates so that I can regenerate a little bit. And I think that's all that there is to know about this training method. So I think I take out this last guy and it's over. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that, guys. If you're new around here, please subscribe. I appreciate that the most, as I'm just trying to reach as many people as possible. As always, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you comment, I'll be sure to get back to you, as I love the interaction. With that, guys, I'm out of here. Hope everybody has a good night. Peace.